Hey guys, it's the Rant here. Now I know that I said in my previous video that I only do rants on Saturdays, but I told you I didn't figure out what I was going to do for those Sundays. And as you can see, I have my stack of PlayStation games. Sorry, my Grand Theft Auto 5 fell. Now don't worry, it wasn't in the case, it was in the game, but still, I know I said that I was going to be uploading videos only on now I said I was going to upload that I was going to upload Rant Kid videos on Saturdays and opinion time videos on Fridays, but I didn't figure out what I was going to do for Sundays. So I guess more Rant Kid episodes on Sundays, and for Monday it might be a big one. It might be a three-parter rant that I might try to do, and it might be finished all in one day if I get some time because I want to have like a cookout on Memorial Day. Hopefully we can have one. And today's rant is going to be something that you might all have heard of. Now, it's this show on Cartoon Network that has been on for like a couple months now called Teen Titans Go, and I really don't like it one bit. I mean, it's a disgrace to the original, and they're all chibis now. Why? Just blows your head off. Why are there chibis and they're just doing all this funny stuff instead of just being all serious, having some funny moments and fighting crime, not having all this much fun, getting in a crazy situation. That's not what the Teen Titans were about. The one I grew up on was when they looked kind of like anime-ish, the one from '03, that cartoon. Yeah, I grew up on that one. I'm not trying to grow up on the stupid, chibi looking one where they're all not even that serious anymore. Hell, they even make Raven look like a joke on a few episodes. Like, why? They even made fun of the movie. In one episode, there's a clip from near the end of the movie, and they just blatantly dub over it with humorous vocals from the same actors. I mean, you got the same voice actors, so the show should be coming back on, right? Wrong. Even if they do have the same voice actors, it still can't revive the show. Like, why? Then what was the purpose of getting the old voice actors back together if you're not going to make something that was bread and butter? You're just making skunks and coyote butthole. Yeah, that's kind of like the best AVGN thing I could do, but whatever. But still, the show is basically just pointless to me. It has no rhyme or reason to even be on a network. I mean, nobody wanted it to be. I've been waiting since 2008 for the original show to come back. I see a clip of it. It had the same animation. They were small. I expect. I thought that even though that they would be small, maybe the show could have some seriousness in it. Maybe it could be worthy of some seriousness. Until I see it again a year later, and everything is different. It's all comedy and it's all wacky. It's crap for the birds. Like I said, the show has no rhyme or reason of being on Cartoon Network or any other program that advertise cartoons whatsoever. Now, I just want I just want the original creator to just bring back the original. If you can bring back the voice actors, I don't see how you can't bring back the old animation of the show. I know that cell animation is obsolete now because it's basically worth nothing anymore. Which I just want to know, why is cell animation obsolete now, and why do people keep going to the computers to animate? Now you did have to do this in the earlier episodes. That's what they had to do, obviously. And since then, it's just it's something. It's like a nightmare that I've never wanted to happen. I never wanted the Teen Titans to be all comedic. I wanted them to be serious, have some funny moments. Not all, but some. It's just like they're just trying to do this for kids to soften them up. That's Cartoon Network's biggest problem. There can never be any other serious show. It just has to be. They just want something funny all the time. Kids have changed. At times like this, I wish I could just go back to '05 and watch the original series. And why would they blatantly try to make fun of it with a stupid overdub for no reason? The show has the same value. That's like if they reboot Camp Lazlo and make it into a 3D perspective with them fighting dragons or whatever. Doesn't that sound crappy? Yes. And I know some of you people will be like, hey, this is back on. At least be appreciative of that. No, I can't be appreciative of that because this isn't the Teen Titans I didn't want. I didn't want them to be all funny and goofy. I wanted them to be serious and cutting edge. And I know a lot of former fans have complained about this on YouTube a lot. I know it. I'm sure of it. It has to be because I mean, this is the problem with every canceled show. Every time it's canceled for at least 3, 4 years, it comes back out of nowhere. You're getting all hyper about it when they make an announcement that there might be a reboot, and it comes out something that was way off your expectations. And that's because some people might have high or low expectations. When you have low expectations, it could turn out good. I had like kind of high and low expectations for it to come back. Since it's a new era, Cartoon Network has completely changed. Toonami isn't on Saturday, is only on Adult Swim Saturdays, not on Cartoon Network anymore. All that. I mean, what happened? What happened to the Teen Titans and Cartoon Network and Toonami in general? That's what I want to know. What happened? And even now, let's pause about the Teen Titans subject real quick. I just want to talk about what happened to Cartoon Network and all the other shows and Toonami. Like, what happened to Cartoon Network? First off, I mean, I know a lot of you people that grew up on Cartoon Network when it was somewhere in the '90s, where people grew up on shows like Johnny Bravo, let's see, Cow and Chicken, Dexter's Laboratory, and then Nettie, and all the other shows. Sure, I'm growing up with the Cartoon Network from the 2000s. From like I grew up with the one from 2001 up to 2008. That's the one I grew up with, and I wasn't that much proud of it. I liked Cartoon Network back in '04 because that was when I was first into it, and that was when I first started to get into Ed and Nettie because we had moved into a new house. We moved in a new house, which is this house. I didn't like Ed and Nettie at my old house, so for some reason at this new one, I enjoyed it and I loved it. I even saw the movie. Not one episode I missed. Well, I did miss like 7 episodes, which I saw later on as repeats, but you get the point about that. And Toonami has changed. Like, I'm glad I just flipped out when it came back. Just all those memories of Toonami came rushing back in my head. Like it's been so long since I've seen Toonami. It was just a breath of fresh air. Everybody was so excited, and some people were utterly disappointed that it's on Adult Swim rather than Cartoon Network because Cartoon Network doesn't have that much anime shows anymore. Only Adult Swim, and I know that they're in the same company, but still, if you divide Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, Cartoon Network doesn't have any more anime shows like they used to. They used to have Dragon Ball Z and all of them. Even Toonami used to show Boondocks. I even remember that. That's how much I remember it. And about Teen Titans, they just need to bring back the original. You can't make a comedy spoof. That's like Ricky One, where they made a whole spoof of the whole Rocky movies, just like that. The whole show is like a bad dream, something that you didn't want to happen. That's how I can describe the show. I mean, Okay, now the show could be funny on some episodes, just not all of them. Not all, not the whole 100%, just some episodes. And I managed to catch it on in the morning, probably by accident or by coincidence. But still, I'm not pleased with how the show has turned out. I'm not pleased with how the Titans have turned out. And I'm not even satisfied with how Cartoon Network has changed. All of those shows gone. They just faded away into the distance. No one remembers them. And there are some forgettable shows like Ozzy and Drake's Sitting Ducks and the rest of those other shows that that time forgot. Especially Ozzy and Drake. Nobody remembers that show. Only by a Google image. That's how sad it is. You have to remember it by seeing it. But besides that, it's going to be another rant after this one, and this time I'm going to be going in deeper on this one in probably 14, 15 minutes. I promise you.